Welcome to this explainer on Paper 4, Corporate Accounting and Financial Management. Think of me as your senior, here to guide you through this massive subject. And this paper is huge, right? 19 chapters spread across 2 parts. If you've been trying to study all 19 equally, well, this explainer is going to completely change how you prepare. We're going to stop guessing and let the actual exam data give us a crystal clear roadmap. Let's dive right in.
You have 3 hours in the exam and 100 marks to score. But most students make the exact same overwhelming mistake here. They treat every single chapter the exact same way. Same time, same effort, same attention. Honestly, that is the wrong strategy. The data-driven strategy completely flips this. The numbers tell us that some chapters come up in every single exam, while others barely appear at all. The smart approach is focusing your effort purely based on past exam return on investment.
Let's start with Section 1, the Data Solution. 5 sessions analyzed.
And that spotless data reveals something absolutely shocking, 36.7%. Just let that sink in for a second. Out of 19 total chapters, just 3 chapters account for over 36% of all marks offered in this entire paper. If you don't know which 3 chapters those are, you're working way too hard in the wrong places.
Moving to Section 2, the Tier System Framework. 4 categories, 19 chapters, clear priority.
We organize everything logically, moving straight from the non-negotiable must-dos down to the chapters that need minimum time. Step 1 is Tier 1, your power chapters. Highest marks, completely non-negotiable. Step 2 is Tier 2, your high-value chapters, offering a really strong ROI. Step 3 is Tier 3, moderate chapters that you only study after the first 2 tiers. And Step 4 is Tier 4, the selective chapters. You give these minimum time only.
Let's get into the core of it. Section 3, Tier 1 and Tier 2, the highest ROI chapters.
Pay close attention here. These are your Tier 1 power chapters. These 3 alone account for 246 marks. First is Chapter 8, Financial Statement Analysis. It's got 90 marks, appeared in 5 out of 5 sessions, averaging an incredible 18 marks per exam. This is the single most reliable chapter you have. Next is Chapter 4, Accounting for Share Capital. 86 marks, perfectly consistent, averaging 17 marks an exam. And then, look at Chapter 13, Capital Budgeting. 70 marks total, averaging 14 per exam. But here's the thing. It is a rising star. It started at just 5 marks in December 2023 and shot all the way up to 25 marks by December 2025. That is massive 5 times growth. Master these 3. There is absolutely zero room for compromise here.
Next, we build your strategy with Tier 2, your high-value chapters. You study these right after Tier 1. Chapter 18, Security Analysis, brings a very consistent 50 marks across all 5 sessions. Then we have Chapter 6, Related Aspects of Company Accounts. This one is a silent, rising star. It was completely flat for 3 sessions, and then suddenly doubled its weightage twice, hitting 20 marks recently. Do not ignore it. Chapter 14, Cost of Capital, only appeared in 3 sessions, but when it does show up, it brings heavy marks, averaging 15. And finally, Chapter 17, Working Capital Management. Notice the warning here. It has 45 marks total, but it's sharply declining. It used to be a heavyweight, but completely vanished in December 2025. So study it, but please do not overinvest your time here.
All right, Section 4, Tier 3 and Tier 4, moderate and selective. Tier 3 chapters demand one solid revision. They carry moderate weightage. Chapters 9 and 10, Cash Flows and Forecasting, both bring about 30 marks each across the sessions. Chapter 5, Debentures, is very consistent, appearing in all 5 sessions, but it only brings about 5 or 6 marks an exam. Chapters 15 and 7 hover around 25 marks total. You need to cover these, of course, but be really careful. They should absolutely not steal energy away from your primary Tier 1 and Tier 2 chapters.
And this right here illustrates the danger of overstudying. Tier 4 is highly selective. You only touch these chapters for key concepts and definitions. Look at how little weight they carry. Chapters 3 and 16 carry 20 marks total across 5 whole exams. Chapters 2, 12, and 19 sit at just 15 marks. And chapters 11 and 1, they have a combined total of 15 marks over the last 5 exam sessions. Honestly, spending days reading these chapters cover to cover is just a massive waste of your energy. Hit the key concepts only and move on.
Section 5, the Action Plan, the 60-30-10 formula. Here is the magic number you need to remember, 7. Mastering just the 3 chapters from Tier 1 and the 4 chapters from Tier 2 delivers 431 out of 670 total marks. That is 64.3% of all marks on offer. If you lock down these 7 chapters, you completely shift the odds of passing in your favor. This is your absolute core.
So here is your study energy formula. I want you to pour 60% of your overall effort and time strictly into Tier 1, those top 3 power chapters. 30% of your energy goes into Tier 2, prioritizing those rising stars we talked about, and you need to dramatically limit the time spent on the bottom 12 chapters. Only 10% of your energy goes to Tiers 3 and 4 combined. Quick revisions, absolutely no deep dives. That is how you study smart.
Finally, Section 6, Special Exam Flags. Trends to monitor.
You really need to pay close attention to these specific flags. The explosive growth of Chapter 13 and Chapter 6 means you must treat them with high urgency. On the flip side, Chapter 17 is declining. Please do not spend a week studying it. And finally, the smart skips. Chapter 1 and Chapter 11. Take it from me, limit your time here to a maximum of 2 hours total for both. Read the definitions, skip the rest, and seriously, do it with zero guilt. The data backs you up entirely.
Let the data drive your success. You don't have to study harder than everyone else, you just have to study smarter. Just keep in mind, this analysis is based on past exam data. Trends are indicative, not an absolute guarantee of marks or your exam outcome. With SSL, study smart, score better. So the entire roadmap is right in front of you. Which of those Tier 1 power chapters are you going to conquer first today?